एक्सेलेंसी मैं जानता हूं कि आज का युग युद्ध का है नहीं.
Prime Minister Modi played a role. He approached President Putin also.
Prime Minister Modi deserves Nobel Peace Prize.
Had it not been for our intervention, perhaps things may have gone to a very dangerous pass.
Some digging, it is CNN 18 report. That's point number one. Point number two is that if the report is true, and I'm not contesting, I'm not stating that it's not true, then I think Prime Minister Modi deserves Nobel Peace Prize. The third point is that, a decision to use a nuclear weapon is taken by the head of state or the head of government, as the case may be, after considerable deliberations. And in this case, it's not clear whether Putin has taken the decision, because if you recall, the Americans themselves had said that they had not seen any movement towards preparing the ground for such an attack. And the last point is that when such decisions are taken, suppose India wanted to take it, India decided to strike Pakistan with nuclear weapons. Do you think India will listen to America or to Russia or to anyone else? No. The decision has been taken after taking into account all due considerations. So, these are my points. But I go back to my original point that the Prime Minister Modi deserves the Nobel Peace Prize.
Of what Prime Minister Modi had said a few months back to President Putin, that this is not the age of war. Well, it is not up to President Putin only to go for war or peace. But be that as it may, whether it was NATO which advanced into Ukraine and which resulted eventually in war, that's a different issue. But the important thing is, where have we come to as a world, as a civilized world? We should have taken steps to stop the war, if not reduce its impact. Instead of that, now we are at a most dangerous situation in the world since the Second World War. America is now openly talking about the threat of nuclear action. It says by Russia, but who knows whether America itself is also preparing. So today's news break in an American channel that there was a real possibility of the Ukraine war advancing to a nuclear stage was extremely worrying, and that is why they took the step of approaching India and some other countries in order that this escalation does not reach the danger point. And clearly, Prime Minister Modi played a role. He approached President Putin also. These are some of the reports which are in circulation. And it had a positive effect. In fact, President Putin has talked of Prime Minister Modi and India repeatedly in recent weeks in very, very positive terms. So had it not been for our intervention, perhaps things may have gone to a very dangerous pass.